Because I know they fucked up and they know they fucked up. As a leader, like we need to be this. We need to be in harmony. We need to be like, it feels bigger than the self. Alright, what's going on, movers and groovers? Today we are reacting to J-Hope isn't the dance leader of BTS for no reason. Seems like you guys enjoy some of the behind the scenes stuff, so I personally like seeing the behind the scenes stuff of them rehearsing. I particularly like the Blackpink Lisa where she was a tough mentor because I relate to that. That's the things, I've been on both sides of the spectrum of dancer and then the director, and I've been more intrigued to see more behind the scenes stuff. This is something that popped up on my recommended that seems like it was fairly recent, 4 months ago from today of filming. So hopefully you guys enjoy. And I do tend to talk a lot for these because I like sharing my personal experiences. For me, I like sharing my personal experiences because I can relate, and to illustrate that it's not just unique to them, it happens to many other people in the, at least in the dance realm, entertainment, whatever. So, but yeah. Yes. Yes, that happens often. This look right there, your head down. It's almost like hunting in a sense. Like I feel like I don't hunt, but I feel like a predator just like your head down, you focus to hone in on what they're doing. Brandon and I, actually any dance director may or may not have experienced that, where they just like, if they're really focused on trying to make sure the routine is clean. Yes, it happens. Like it happened recently when we were getting ready for a performance, and it got to the point where Brandon was working with the dancers individually to see, like, to catch their details. So I'll run the clip of that. Hopefully it's B-roll or something to illustrate the point, but yeah. Yeah. That's that. And this is a random compilation video I randomly found. It was just suggested to me. I'm like, okay, he's the dance leader. I want to see what he says too, because I feel like I could possibly relate to something he says. Oh, he's just giving him cleaning notes. So that happens too. Sometimes the dancer gives too much when sometimes you don't have to give 100% execution. Maybe you just need to tone it down to like engaged, but not overkill, if that makes sense. So J-Hope has a really jolly personality, but whenever he's dancing, you see keen in his eyes, leaning forward, making his own. Yeah, J-Hope's dance performance is top tier, and it's really, I mean, they're not at this level for no reason. So ideally, no mistakes. Shit happens. There's a well-known fact that whenever members make mistakes, their eyes go directly to J-Hope. Guess that's what makes him a dance leader. You can really see his dedication in wanting to deliver only the best of the best for performance for us. Yeah, I've caught that, like where some of the members make a mistake. They either look. It depends on who's closer, either me or Brandon. Or they make a face. Okay, more cleaning notes. Practice on stage since spit. Oh, I wonder. It makes me wonder like what their practice schedules are for like getting ready for tours or just numbers. I appreciate that sound effect because it's Sonic. Okay, so I'm guessing there might be like a lot of cuts going into just me reading this stuff. As the members say it, their lives are easier when J-Hope is in it. He might seem quite strict at times, but that just mirrors the way he wants he wants the members and himself to do the best. J-Hope, best boy, you can't disagree. I mean, that makes sense. Like, especially if there's a level of excellence that you're trying to present and there's people giving their time to watch you and you want to present your best self. Yes, it does make sense. Yes, you want, for me at least, we want our dancers to enjoy the fact that they're dancing and the fact that they're getting to perform on stage, because the fact is not every performer or dancer or whatever is going to have an opportunity to perform on stage. The fact that me or anyone else has an opportunity to perform on stage is a blessing. And to do a shitty job at that is an insult to the people, to your peers, and also more importantly, the audience. It's an insult to the audience's time because they are giving you their time. This might only be the only time they see you, whether you're as big as them or as someone who's just performing at a college show or high school show. So anyone who's watching this, like, I'm down for compilation videos. Anyone who's on the Discord or whatnot, you know, let me know. Like the things I'm primarily, like, you make this a request or whatever. But yeah, I am definitely a little bit more interested in seeing some of the behind the scenes dance stuff. Cleaning notes. Yeah, that happens. That hella happens. When we had a tech rehearsal like 2 days before a show. Yeah, before, like, this was for a live TV show. This is for a live performance, and we even, like, no matter how often you practice at the studio, like, sometimes you still got to make adjustments. Ideally, you would not have to do that. You come in, relax, and you just do what you need to do. But yeah, sometimes. Oh yeah, I see that. It just comes to show, like, even though you're marking it, which is essentially what they're doing, you still have to, like, hit the right moments and the right angles. Otherwise, it just looks like it looks like you might not know the choreography, though you might. Yeah, this very much reminds me of, like, how Brandon is at rehearsals. Like the details really matter. Because yeah, that's like a next level sixth sense for talented people. Well, it's something that's developed. It's not something that's just, you know, yes, there's some people who are naturally gifted at certain things, but it's definitely something that is developed. Because I did not, like, I see when formations are off or mistakes that happen because I've been doing this for so long. It's just like something, it can't turn off. You just see it. And much like anyone else who, like, I don't know, who has experience in any craft, they'll see the fine details that the layman won't see. So I wouldn't, like, the whole thing of, like, talented people is, like, yes, there is talent, like, but the thing is, like, I go with the saying of, like, you know, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Some people who were just gifted, like, I know one person who was one of the most talented dancers I've known, probably would have made an amazing, could have had a great dance career, but because he was talented and lost his passion for it, he didn't. He had several opportunities to audition for big artists. He didn't. But I was not as talented as him. I worked my butt off, and now I'm getting opportunities that I didn't think I would only have imagined for when I was in high school. So, skills. So it looks like this might be a lot of reading. I'm sorry, guys. The members following him, cuties.
어제 맞췄던 걸 좀 생각. 그리고 따다다다다다 하면서 너 손 좀 더 머물러야지 맞아 보일 것 같아. 네가 바로 내리거든.
I like that. Just goes to show, like, no matter, you can be, like, at the most high level of being professional, but even cleaned it and fixed it yesterday, sometimes some details get lost and you have to call it out again. It happens for me, it happens to them, it can happen to a lot of us, which is why practice is important. Just minor details. Yeah, I remember for a shoot that Brandon we were doing. It was supposed to be, like, very, like, a little bit more on the seductive side and like flirty kind of vibe, but one of the dancers ended up doing it way too poppy and way too happy, and it was not the way to do it. And, you know, again, there's certain tendencies some dancers tend to have. This is why cleaning and giving notes is important, because if it doesn't match the vibe you're looking for, you have to call it out.
미래를 볼 수 있으면 얼마나 좋을까? 아니 미래를 보는 좋은 능력이 있는데 왜 로또를 안 사고 내가 틀린 걸 보고 있냔 말이지. 형이 맞는 거야.
Oh yes, I'd much rather see you mastering the dance than win the lottery. I mean, it's like that sometimes. For some rehearsals, we just like I have my eye on a couple dancers that I'm like, because I know they kill it when it comes time to perform, but sometimes like they get a little airheaded in the middle of rehearsal. So I'm not saying that they're airheaded, but it's like, or them. It's just like there's some people that you just watch when they make that they made a mistake once, and then you watch it again. Did they make it a second time, or a third time, or fourth time? Like I fucking fixed it already. Why are you still fucking up? Yeah, details like again, head tilt, that versus very. Like really going for it. Or so when my favorite is when you tell people to look up, they use their eyes instead of their fucking head. I guess that's why Jin should start avoiding mistakes. Clearly, this person who made this video has a bias, or that they're sharing their opinions. That's what makes J-Hope's way cooler. That speaks about their versatility and J-Hope's ability to lead the team. Kaka. Oh. Yeah. Yep. The pacing and watching. Notes. Like, I hope he didn't catch that. I mean, yeah, that kind of happens for me. Like when I see someone make a mistake, when I'm the one watching, I keep eye contact with them for a while. Like I just watch them. Just like one, it kind of puts pressure on them because they know, because I know they fucked up and they know they fucked up, and I will keep watching them to see if they crumble under the pressure. The eye contact is iconic. Imagine only making eye contact with J-Hope simply because you make. I mean, if you're at that level, you don't cry anymore. But anyways, yeah. J-Hope leading and teaching his members. It seems also affectionate to have the patience to teach and lead a group of people, seeing their parents love, if you ask me. I mean, I guess if that's what I guess that's what the person believes, yeah, I guess I could see where they're coming from. But it's also like, you know, just from my thoughts, it's like you just want to, if you're a good leader, you liken it to a parent, like you want to make sure that you guide them the right way or the best way. The right way can be subjective in terms of parenting, but you want to lead them, meaning that I'm a dad myself, but you in terms of a leader, when the leader in terms of this, it's pretty binary in terms of like what part of the choreography is right and what is wrong, and the leader's job is to effectively communicate how to perform at a high level without losing morale, without losing interest, because there are some leaders that you know, some people like the usual, like, I don't know, the sports coach where they yell and all that stuff, and yeah, that works, but that has to be balanced out with the nurturing side of like, hey, you're still a valuable human being, you still matter, because if you're just getting berated with notes and feeling like you're not making any progress, then then one might wonder, like, am I even good? Or that everyone's different, because some people will find that and they'll rise to the occasion and they'll want to prove the person wrong. But most people aren't like that. Most people need a little bit of the push, but also the nurturing as well. It's just part of being human. They want to know they're making progress, but they also want to be challenged. You also don't want it to be so easy on them that they are slacking on themselves. Yeah, yep. Notes, even when you're about to get ready.
네, 여기 계속 있으면 돼요. 맞아서 형 가운데 있고 빰빰 업 이렇게 빰빰 업
This is just straight up cleaning, man.
어깨 딴 이거 확실히 해주는 걸로 다시 어깨 빰빰. 네.
Nice. Yeah, pretty much. Getting jumps to recognition and compliment while dancing must have felt wonderful. To replace that sense of glaring, we really should try learning the choreography diligently the way they do. No mistakes. We should all thank BTS's synchronization to him, all while having good effect on the audience. Top tier. Kaka. Have to focus on your feet when you're lying back.
너도 그걸 신경을 쓰고 있어야 돼. 그러니까 발 위치가 한 이 정도로
Notes after filming.
우리 그 썰어 나올 때 아가 딱 이렇게 맞았는데 막 이래가지고
So notice the way he's saying it. He's like, we are not synchronized in the beginning of dope. We have to be in harmony. See that? Like like he called out the mistake, but not in the way of like, oh, we are fucking up. Y'all are terrible as shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you guys are supposed to be professionals. He's not berating them. He's talking to them and saying it in a way that's like matter of fact. He's acknowledging it, but he's kind of like, he acknowledged it, but he's saying like, this is where we as a leader, like we need to be this. We need to be in harmony. We need to be like, and I like that word harmony, at least the transition, because it's like, yeah, it feels like bigger than the self. Like, yeah, I agree. Instead of versus like, y'all, like we fucked up. Like this was terrible. Why is it so bad? We've done this a million times before. How would you respond if that's how you were being talked to? So that's a great, like, while yes, like based off this and what I've read, like he's strict, but he's an effective communicator. He's an effective, I guess, dance leader because he's an effective communicator.
슈퍼히어로가 돼. 너는 내 너의 안방에 뭐 24시 안방에 뭐 24시간이 따단
2 seconds later.
이제 안방에 뭐 24시간이 음악 틀면 다 맞는다니까 진짜.
He also displays a lot of patience and a lot of faith with everyone else, but also like what I appreciate that he does it with them, so he can also be the frame of reference. So it's just, you know, something many, like, I don't know, I do it and then we do it at rehearsals. If you know, you just need to go over it with someone sometimes. So he knows which parts to focus on so they don't bother suffering from the rest. That's great leadership right there. He tells them doing everything wrong. I agree. Jin and J-Hope together as a duo just screams fun and loud noises. Guess that's why they all prefer when J-Hope is there. Ooh, he went extra on that. Look at that. That pivot, turn, that. Ooh, what video is this? I've rehearsed here before. Is that Mari? Yeah, that is Mari. Okay. When is this? This was at, oh, I forgot which studio. I used to rehearse here, but not in this room, but in another room. And this girl right here, I've just taken her class, and Lauren knows her from a competitive dance crew that they're in. Ooh, let's go knee drop, man. But was he a popper? Ooh, bam. Oh man, I cannot do that. Goes without saying that although J-Hope directs and leads the group quite well, he is also he just keeps calling. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know if this was the best video for it, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it and learned a lot and all the things, at least from like what it is to what I've shared is like what it is to be a leader of a group in terms of, you know, what makes him a great leader versus someone who just berates their dancers. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.